Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. Play normal mode run. You know, let's continue. There's been no game updates, and I want to keep rolling over my cells. Sorry, I want to keep rolling over my cells. We got 2,000 of them. Pretty soon we'll be rolling over more cells than gold. We're on BC 5. Do I want a new outfit? I gotta admit, I kind of like this outfit. Some people have told me that they don't like the, some people have told me they don't like the alternate head. They'd much prefer the vanilla head. Maybe we'll go vanilla head on this one. I got a new technique to try out. Can I borrow your head for a bit? It is very, very classical, to be sure, but I kind of like the alt head because the alt head is a little bit easier to see, I think. It's very bright and purple, and it's really hard to mistake for particle effect in the middle of an assault via the horrid beasts of... I guess we don't really know where we are. We're just the island. The island infected by the malaise. Oh my lord. Dude, I love it. We're invisible. I was talking about this at the end of the last run, probably not on the YouTube video, but I was saying at some point it would be fun, a bunch of wizards, to have a custom mode with all of the items that I never take, like the barrel launcher and the guitar, and the bats, and things like taunt, and the attack buffer, and the hard light sword, and the lightning. And then maybe I could actually learn something about those items that I'd never take. And then as soon as we feel, or as soon as I feel confident or comfortable with one of those items, we can remove it from the list and just slowly get through all of the items in the game that I never play with. Or we could take Yumi's bow and yeet all the enemies to oblivion, which is what I'm going to do because it's Yumi's bow, and then I can yeet all the enemies into oblivion. But I've got a feeling of wanting to do that at some point, of starting a custom mode run. I don't think that's even gonna kill you, dude. Of starting a custom mode run of Dead Cells and slowly start getting through all of the items that I never take, because there's a lot of items in this game that I never take, and a lot of items in this game that I know are good, or that people say are good, even though I don't believe them. People tell me that the bozuki, or whatever the guitar is called, is actually like an extremely great weapon, but I, for the life of me, cannot get the timing on the crits at all. I'll get like one crit and then like the timing changes in between stanzas, or well, I don't, what is it in the musical sense? I don't know. But I just cannot for the life of me figure out how to actually make that work. I can't get crits, I just can't. So I stay away from a weapon like that when it's just constant no crits, and I'm like, well, I could be doing more damage with anything else. We'll take 2 points in tactics here. We started with a very good survival amulet, which was another thing I was considering in the past, of only starting with the color of whatever the amulet gives me. But I mean, when you get a Yumi's bow, you gotta take a Yumi's bow. Well, I have to take a Yumi's bow. That hurts. Can't believe I at one point looked down on this weapon. I don't remember when that actually was, probably at some point in my Queen in the Sea, but I can't believe I ever looked down on this weapon. It's so good. And more than that, it's just fun to use. Hey. Look. Cannot be interrupted by enemies' attacks. You should have done something different. I don't know what you could have done, because like, if you can't interrupt me, then I don't know what you're gonna do. Hey, knock it off. I'm gonna have to go heal now. Freezes enemies blocked with a parry, or burns enemies blocked with a parry. Why? Hold on. Why? Oh, of course. Plus 20% damage, no wonder the shield does more damage on a crit, but we don't need it. I guess I'd rather have freeze, I guess. Although it is interesting, I don't want to go to the promenade. It is interesting to think about the crit damage up. Does that apply on a dodge roll with Armadillo Pack? Will that apply crits? Because it does say parry when the shot does get ricocheted backwards, so in theory it should apply the damage. I'm gonna go look at the exit here. Apparently we're not even done with the melees yet. But I wanna look at the exit. So it is in fact not incentivized. This is also not the direction to go into, but you know what? We'll just go to the teleporter, I guess. Is there a chest I haven't gone to? There's a chest I haven't gone to, my God. I gotta kill these enemies to reduce the melees though. Anywho. I have been liking this idea lately of going to the biomes that have been incentivized, because not only do you get a lot of money for your run, it also helps to have the game tell you where to go. You know, I don't get any choice in the matter. It's whatever the game wants to tell me to do. I have to do it. I am a slave to a will that's not my own. That just sounds like I'm a murderer. I don't know what makes me do it. I have no control over my own life, though. Oh my God, I'm a character in Hotline Miami. I did look up a lot of the like lore and story to Hotline Miami because I was very confused after playing 1 and 2. When you read it all like in one page, it starts to make a lot more sense. But when you're playing the game and there's like a 2 or 6 hour gap between like disparate events that actually tie together, and you start to realize that a lot of the characters are actually hallucinating and misremembering actions that happen at different points in the game, then you start to realize, oh, wait a minute, okay. Rapier. Frantic Sword. I thought Frantic Sword was purple. Must have been like a long time ago, previously in the game's development. All right, well, you know what? Promenade is incentivized. I have no control over my life. Let's do it. And he says, Hotline Miami did a number on this man. I understand more of the plot now that I've read a like plot description, but I have a hard time figuring out plots for games like that have just a wild sense of time. Things happen before other events and after other events, and you see the same event through 2 different perspectives, but the events are distorted because it's coming from their perspective, and we're actually seeing it from their perspective, not necessarily from their like what's happening in real life. Very strange. Ludwig says, okay, Abe, here's a run idea for you. King Scepter, Knockback Shield, Taunt, and Swarm Grenade. So I would taunt enemies, they'd run towards me, and I'd hit them with the King Scepter and then jump off of their head. I don't know, maybe. And then Swarm Grenade. Is that all the items I don't like? I don't dislike the Knockback Shield. If we're talking about shields I don't like, it's probably like Frost Shield or what's the one that I can't remember the name of it. I can't even remember the description of it. There's another a Thunder Shield. I was gonna say the one that stuns, but that's not correct, because it's not that I don't like the stun effect from the weapon, it's that I don't like the fact that the weapon has like a breach. It interrupts them at inconsistent intervals. Thunder Shield is great. I don't like it. It's inconsistent, like weird stunning applications, which I tend not to enjoy at all. Hey. Man, what an easy little situation we found ourselves in here. There's no actual enemies. Knockback is not bad. It can be annoying if you're running a melee build. It's one of the reasons, well, there's Swarm. It's one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of Yeet Mushroom. Good old Mushroom Boy. He constantly knocks enemies away from you, preventing you from hitting them. Now, when I'm running a run like this with a Yeet Bow, I'm less at worry. You know, go ahead, Mr. Mushroom Boy, kick the enemies away from me. Oh, I kick him further. Bethosar says, I just want a better lightning bolt. That's another item that I haven't really used much myself. Oh, it's magic, you know. Dude, this is a good build. I haven't used the lightning bolt in a long time. That used to be one of the original items in the game. Like, oh, you're playing Dead Cells? We've got cool items, look at this. This one is a lightning bolt. Oh, your Emperor Palpatine, join the dark side. Or whatever the damn, you know, item description text was. Hey. Like, presumably he'll come back, right? There we go. Finally have another point. Lightning bolt was so much fun. I also remember nearly killing myself, holding it down too long to get big synergy. You stop attacking when you hurt yourself with it though, which means you can't really easily recover your health immediately. Why are there so many? Give me a second. There's so many of these flying enemies. Did they change like how the level generates or something? This happened on the last run too. We were in the Slumbering Sanctuary, weren't we? And there was just so many grenades. You don't stop attacking when it injures you? I really thought you did. Maybe that's why, you know, I haven't played it in so damn long that my memory is incorrect. I wonder if they fixed a bug where Lightning Bolt randomly killed you with Acrobata Pack. They fixed that very soon after it was introduced. I do remember that though. With Acrobata Pack, which is you fire your ranged weapon when you, well, we got to 60 at least. You fire your ranged weapon when it's in your backpack, it would fire the, I'd rather have the extra jump. It would fire the lightning bolt and then it would kill you because it would just keep firing. But then they changed it so it didn't do any damage to you, I don't think, because that's silly. There we go. A little bit of creative shooting there, although I could have probably done it without taking damage at all. Crossbow-matic, same level, Toxic Cloud. Yeah. I don't think we really need to worry too much about what we are equipping. Really, it's just the Yeet Bow doing lots of physical damage, and then the Hokuto's Bow doing a little bit of extra DOT, which will work on every enemy in the game. And if we can get a late-game Hokuto's Bow that also applies like poison or bleed or burn, I don't know which one you can actually find. I always forget, but at that point, then you have a weapon that can kill enemies in literally one shot, because if they're poison, they'll be poisoned for like 5 seconds, take an extra like 30,000 DPS or something stupid like that, and they just get obliterated. Everything gets obliterated by a late Hokuto's Bow. I love it. I would love to do like a full-on, ultra high damage, no HP tactics build if I can, and so far, hey, every scroll has gone into tactics. War Javelin, no. Segus Jr., welcome. How is your Dark Souls 3 going? Red Bolt is killing you, but you can still hold it down and die. I thought Red Bolt was just starting to do the crits. I guess I had it wrong. But again, I haven't used Lightning Bolt in a long time. Boomerang. We don't need it. That's so fast. We don't need it at all. Parry shield, we can upgrade to a better one later. We don't need to worry about it right now. Level 4 to level 5 or 6, who cares? I think it's actually level 7, but also who cares? Boomerang's a pretty good item though for we got prison depths. Boomerang's a pretty good item for acrobat pack though. You know, fires one high breach projectile that just bounces around on an enemy and hits him multiple times. Hey, you're Food Man. I have not seen this door in a long time. Leave me alone. And then he just gives me bread. I don't understand it. Like, okay, you know, I'll take your bread. I'll sell it for 420 bucks. Blaze it. But what? I don't know why he gives you a loaf of bread and then has you leave. Like, get out of here! Take my bread and go! Segus Jr. says, good, I started a new run. Instead of going New Game Plus, Int Dex. Just got to the cathedral again. I remember nothing about Dark Souls 3. But also, why are you doing a new run? That just seems a little much. I'm not a big replayer of Souls games. For me, I like to play through a Souls game once and then be like, all right, I fought all the bosses, I can say I've done it. I have a fun time doing it, but I rarely feel the need to keep replaying it. 318 additional damage every 0.5 seconds for 15 seconds. So it's basically 600 DPS. Lose the poison damage from Snake Fangs. We're really just using a Yumi build here. Snake Fangs are pretty good, but we don't need them. Maybe he's trying to smack you with the baguette. I love it when he throws a whole chicken at you then. Like, just get out of here! He chucks a chicken at you, hoping that gets rid of you. If you throw a chicken at me, you know, you're my best friend, not my worst enemy. I actually saw that one, like I saw it from the scroll. Not a big replayer of Souls games, he says on his 13,000 hour of getting murdered in Dead Cells. Well, because this is more of a rogue-lite metroidvania experience than it is of a Souls game, although it's not really metroidvania-y. At least when you're unlocking things it is, but at this point in the run, you know, I have everything unlocked. You know, this is a game that's designed around being replayable. Elden Ring, you know, I think my first time through it 100 hours is like good enough for me for quite a while. You know, if someone wants to donate and try to encourage me to do like a Souls level 1 build, then we'll talk. But I did want this. 8 tactics. Segus Jr. says I'm at 900 hours and going strong. In, how come that didn't knock you back at all? In DS3 or in Elden Ring? Because you've been playing pretty much just Dark Souls lately, I feel. Really. At least we got some healing out of it. That's a nasty hit to take, though. There's another big food item. I probably should not have sold the baguette, though, because we actually do need it right now. I regret coming in here. We didn't get anything except for cells. But we'll go get the 50 heal, and then we'll leave. Well, we're not gonna leave because we're not done yet, but I really should have kept the baguette. I don't really want to be at Malaise 6, but, you know, for the health, it might be worth it. Segus Jr. says I'm at 900 hours in Elden Ring. Oh my lord. That's too much. That's too much Elden Ring. You know what? Fine. I want your money. I want all of the money from this floor. damage done. Taco Sunday says, get to 10 melees and get Tainted Flask. Farm those potions. Yeah, I'm sure at Brutality level 2, it's not gonna take too long to get my flasks back. Ah, that's annoying. Oh, I saw a patch note. Yeah. I saw a patch note somewhere that said that they made it so that those crystals take more damage from ranged, because previously it was bugged and they didn't take damage, like that much damage from range, and it wasn't intentional. That might have been from an earlier, suite of patch notes or something, but I've always had a hard time killing those with certain weapons like throwing daggers. It makes sense because they don't bleed or anything like that, but even with normal weapons, sometimes it's a little slow killing them. Okay, our incentivized biome right now is Ramparts. I don't want to go to the Ramparts, so I'm gonna go down to the prison depths instead. From there, I'll let the game tell me where to go. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm going to the biomes that the game tells me to go to. This time it's an exception because we miss out on a scroll. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Although, I also wanted to run a quick test here. We don't need to run a test. I was gonna see if whether or not disengagement would reset through a door, but it definitely does not since we did go through a door already. So yeah, we're good to go. That was a great time. For like 4 days in Dead Cells, you could go through a door and disengagement would come back, and it was a miracle. It was miraculous even. Great Owl was actually pretty tempting, but vanilla basic route's been incentivized. It has, but I'll repeat something that I've been saying recently, which is that I enjoy that they updated the incentivization algorithm. It's now no longer incentivizing the same path every single run. If you go to that biome, it won't appear incentivized again for a little while, which means that it helps you to mix it up a little bit. It says, it's another way of the game telling you what path to go down, and I like it. About the only way it could be better is if you could hit a button and randomize it and lock it in. There's no reason to reroll anything that we have, so we're just gonna we could take ammo. Does it work with Hokuto's bow? I guess it probably would. So we'd get 3 or 4 ammo in that and the Yumi. Prison, there's no reason to take Acrobata Pack or Armadillo Pack. We could go gas, but ammo's pretty fun too with the loadout that we have. We'll go ammo. And yeah, 3 shots in this and 3 shot in the Yumi. That's okay. Support's nice. For right now, I just want the ammo, but once we sort of develop the build and get some legendary equipment and colorless equipment, then we'll start to really think about what the final build is gonna be. Because we might want to go support, we might want to go point blank, although probably not with Yumi. Gastronomy is always good. Just like one of the best mutations in the entire game, it probably needs a nerf sort of good. I'm not really building around melee, so I'm not even gonna take that. All right. I wasn't worried. Okay, I was a little worried. We are gonna have spawned enemies. Let's actually just clear the hallway first. It's gonna be a little hard sometimes. You're gonna teleport, but then you'll die like instantaneously. 3 enemies. Two enemies. Some enemies do burn, not all of them. 1 enemy. I was gonna say there was a bird, but I couldn't find the bird. Hello. Clonk, 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 clonk. I love having extra ammo in this weapon. It helps so much from the damage perspective because you can actually just fire it. You don't have to care quite as much about ensuring that you're in full ammo. You can just go. Oh, we're gonna have legendary, I think. I thought I saw the, oh, that's gonna hurt, but we healed up. I thought I saw the, legendary indicator. Like the shield over the enemy's head. I wonder why that appeared. Or maybe I just missaw it. No. I did, so there's a weird little chuckle there. I do love chucking the, yeah, the, oh, I hate you. I do love chucking the explosive barrel right back at him. He's coming. Random skills. Let me, I'm gonna clear out the floor, then we'll go back and look at the shop. Kind of a bit like usual, but yeah, go ahead, die in the fire. Die, die, die. That's annoying. And also a little scary, because now I am a little low on health. Haven't found any food yet. You know what, I'm just gonna heal up. Normally the Yumi's bow is fast enough to hit those enemies, those slashers, before they can attack, but because I'm firing Yumi's bow first, it's not quite fast enough. What I should really do is just fire Yumi's bow first, and then while they're stunned, follow it up. It's oh, I knew it! It would be a little bit less damage, but it makes you a lot more safe. Alright. We did find food. We probably didn't need to heal then, but I am kind of glad that I did it. For now. Depending on where, you know, the path that we take, maybe we can find a floor that actually has a food shop. You know, we can buy our flask back. Ossuary. Well, what did I say? There is definitely a food shop in the ossuary. The game wants me to go to the ossuary. You know what? I'll go to the ossuary. And this is why I like the change to the system, because it adapted. Previously, I was able to go to the ramparts and it said, hey, we're gonna incentivize this biome. Now it's like, oh, you can't go to the ramparts anymore? I'm still going to give you an incentivized biome. I'm still gonna give you a path. I really like it. They did a good job, I think, by changing up the system. Now, to an extent, I guess it is a little annoying because you have a system now that incentivizes you to go a very specific path. You get a lot of cash by going down the incentivized biome paths, but it's entirely optional. You don't need the cash. Not enough cash is what you're gonna, you know, have though if you don't go down the path the game wants you to go down. There's our malaise cleared. Weirded warrior, I'm not impressed by your Japanese bow. Weirded warriors are so annoying when you're running a ranged build. Eventually they do put down their guard, but they block so many shots. You can also go ramparts from prison depths? No, you can't. You can go ramparts from corrupted prison. Wow, which apparently I've never done. Hold on, no, I'm not selecting it. There it is. Yeah, you can go ramparts from corrupted prison. I went to the prison, which means I can only go ossuary, ancient sewers, and morass of the banished. It's a little weird because you can go to the ramparts from the promenade, but, you know, I assume that there's a reason for them to make the paths the way that they're made. You know, I'm assuming that there is a specific reason for you not to be able to go down to the ramparts from the prison. Maybe because it's the early game and they want that choice to be a little bit more meaningful. Like, hey, for the early game, yeah, you could go to the prison depths to get an extra scroll, but you're gonna have to go to a harder biome. You can't chicken out and go down the easy path. And that actually does make sense. Although I kind of stand by the idea that some of the other routes are easier than Promenade Ramparts. I'll say it again, I hate the fact that close one. I hate the fact that the Promenade has those protectors. They're so annoying. And they interrupt the flow of combat so much, and at 5 BC that's so meaningful that I find myself taking a lot of damage trying to like deal with enemy shields and whatnot. War Spear, 7. Crapsule, welcome, how you doing? Can't hear you, but want to come here and lurk and give you 1 viewer because you deserve it. Can't hear you. Everyone tell Crapsule that Abe appreciates his viewership and hopes that he has a fun time watching the Yeet run. And don't say anything else, please. I can't remember if Promenade is as bad as in lower BCs. I mean, it's probably, it's worse in higher BCs because the enemies are so much stronger in 5 BC, but the protectors are so difficult. Unfortunately, everyone is actually typing what I said instead of putting their own spin on it, but I appreciate the honesty from my chat. Thank you. I don't like the War Spear here because this is not how I'm building the run. I am very much going ranged with the bow and the Yumi. So we're probably gonna dump it. It's a good melee weapon, but we're never gonna get the crits on boss fights, which is the only time when I would actually care. Because for the enemies, a bow and a Yumi is enough to kill everything. So this is kind of like a wasted legendary. The affix is even not that good. Movement speed, oh, fantastic. What do I care? I hate the legendary affixes that are all movement speed. It's so, such a waste. Do I have an extra jump? No. I hope that at some point they keep adding more legendaries. They've done it in the past. You know, they added a few. Well, they added the comb and the scissors, but I think that was because it was unintentional that they didn't have one. You know, it was a work in progress. But they added legendaries to like the what, the smoke bomb. I couldn't remember the name of the item. I just remembered it was like an orange. They added legendaries to like the frantic sword, the one that heals you up to like half health or something like that. So I hope that they keep working on them. Because getting legendary affixes are really fun. Guess we're going this way. Whoops. Normally it spikes at the bottom of that, so I very much hope that, I'm very much glad that there wasn't any spikes. I already opened the door. All right, we're out and we're going ossuary. In most cases, if you're critting with the War Spear, you're going to get the speed boost from killing multiple enemies anyway, says Segus Jr. Yeah, like, velocity, not the mutation, but the effect, the fact that you get faster as you combo kill things, probably means that you don't really need the speed boost. It helps you to get the speed boost permanently, but still, if you're killing things with the War Spear, you probably don't need it. And if you're killing multiple enemies with the War Spear, you're probably killing like rats, which is going to count for your speed bonus. So, yeah, it's not necessary. Taco Sunday says it's possible that Promenade is easier in 0 to 3 BC or something. Yeah, definitely. At what point in the game do you start getting, you know, those flying bombernauts that have like the weird sword attack that fall down over you? Don't they appear in the Promenade and the sewers at some point? I feel like they might, but I might also be thinking of something else. I don't know. They're annoying as heck. we might want to take support now. 40% damage, yeah. Tranquility is nice too, but we have 2 turrets. We can chuck them out for a higher damage bonus. I don't think they're in either in 3BC. Those guys used to be in a biome. Hold on, dead cells, enemies. What are they called? Bombardiers? Those flying jerkwads with the jetpack. Those steampunk jetpack a-holes. They are called bombers. They're in the ossuary in 2 and 3 boss cells, but not in 4 or 5, which is very interesting because they are incredibly dangerous. And I think they may have been in earlier biomes, like in earlier versions of the game. I remember them in like the prisoners' quarters. But yeah, they show up in the ossuary between 3 and 5, which is very unusual, I think. We'll take support. Da, da, da. Incentivized biome. Whoa, yeah. Oh my god. Well, we didn't die. We only nearly died. Get hit once, immediately go down to red HP. Goodness. Well, you know, we'll just have to find some food at some point. And the shop. Hey, get out of here. I think he sees me. The other thing is now I need to, need to also remember, I have to leave certain enemies alive so I have an easier time when I backtrack. Is that a freaking... Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, is that the mimic tell? I would be really upset if there was a mimic on this floor right now. But I also don't have the safety of knowing that, let's go. Of knowing that disengagement is gonna keep me alive, so we really do have to, like, just be very careful here. We'll probably grab that when we leave, especially if we have another way of producing poison, but for now, we just have to be very, very careful. I do want the scroll. I'm not just running. I'm clearing a path. You have to go because you spawned in. This is apparently just a big old dead end. Thank you. What does a mimic tell? So if you find a lore room, I don't know if you need lore rooms enabled, but if you find a lore room of a man with a bunch of bags and he's like, they're everywhere! That's a good indication that there's actually enemies everywhere. I had to do it. I know it took a minute, but I had to do it. By the way, hey you. I really should stop opening up with the debuff. We should just open up with a shot. Okay, now I've just like quadrupled my HP in 2 scrolls. Yeah, just one of those is usually good enough. Money. Okay, they both died. It's not the food shop, but it's just an item. And we've got a freaking cursed chest to deal with too? Oh my lord. Taco Sunday says, I don't think that's a tell. Literally every time I've had a mimic, there's been that lore room. Do you have lore rooms enabled? Because I have lore rooms turned on. That might be the difference right there. You should die from that. Oh! That was a little careful, a little scary, I mean. That was a little careful as well. Hey, you're burning and you're marked. I don't want to do that quite yet. Oh my God, it's freaking Get out of here. I'm being very careful about this. Get a little bit more damage. Kill you. Dude, one of these days. Something spawned in. One of these days we'll find the food shop, and I will feel a little bit better about things. Hey, come here. Not quite. Sorry, I just needed to take a minute. Have not only a sip, but also a deep breath. We haven't missed anything particularly important yet. We're going a little slow, so the malaise is ticking up. You know, why not? Should probably wait until we're done with the map for the level so we actually know where the enemies are located, but we'll just, we'll roll it. I mean, we hit 60, that's a pretty good sign. Oh, I hate this. My lord. Oh. All right, 4. 3, I expected that to work. I hoped it would work. Something spawned. Oh my God, it's Bomberman. Well, actually, he's not Bomberman, he's just a man that drops bombs. Like, if he's not really a bomb, he's more of an ugly worm. I mean, yeah, I know my ammo's stuck in the enemy. It's kind of the problem. Curse lifted, let's go. Now, we still need the food at some point, but... Trinix says, this gives me ideas for my game. Dude, any game that takes lessons from Dead Cells is like an immediate +1 in my book. Or rather, any game that takes things that Dead Cells takes from other video games is immediate +1 in my book. We're almost to the point where we will be able to grab the, oh wait, we did grab the cursed chest. I'm a dummy. I literally just did it. In my head, I'm like, I'm still looking for something. Yeah, what I'm looking for is the damn health. Which really shouldn't be too far along. Should be pretty close to it if we haven't found it already. Probably at the end of this hallway. Maybe? Careful. By the way, hey you. Ooh. Kanye says, dude, Castlevania totally copied Dead Cells. Yeah, they had to acknowledge it in a DLC. Oh, look at this Castlevania game. We're gonna create a DLC of that, put that content in our game. We're on to scheme. Yo, where's the food shop? There it is, on a path of no enemies. Seekis Jr. says, Mega Man crossover would be great. I feel like that crossover means that, like, we're in an alternate universe. Like, how did Mega Man get into the Dead Cells island of, you know, malaise and nonsense? Should probably just sell it, but I like... It's the Mimic guy! Ah! Oh, you're not a big bag, just a headless zombie. You scared me. Big get away. I spotted one in this place. I couldn't kill it, but I managed to escape. I spotted one in this place. I couldn't kill it. It escaped. It probably changed back to its deceiving form. Be careful. That's the Mimic tell. There's a Mimic on this floor, which is both good and bad, because it means that the Mimic could be the food shop. Well, no, the Mimic's never behind a door, is it? I think I remember reading that in one of the patch notes, so this should be clear. It's either gonna be the top shop or that middle shop. Because I believe that what they did is they said that it could never be behind a boss cell locked door. So in theory, this is a safe purchase. I'll buy that. Oh yeah, that's a pretty clear tell, lol. It's a really nice tell, actually. It's a nice thing that they added in, because it means that if you... once you understand that the mimics are a thing, and you put 2 and 2 together, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, we need this. We desperately need this. So, it is not a mimic. What about, no, we can't put that in our backpack. We could buy the parry shield, but we're basically out of money, so I'm just gonna look for a better secondary weapon here. Well, I did find one. It's only better by 1 level, but it is better. So I don't know, we'll see how much money we get. I guess I could sell that amulet. The reason why I have the amulet is in case I find a bonus level. The bonus level is gonna be way easier with a bonus jump, so in theory I could just go down there, grab the amulet, and then do it. Oh, perfect. Thank you for the elite kill. Where's my tainted flask? Could get it if you sell the current Hokutos. That's actually a very good point. I could just literally sell the weapon that I have and then have enough to buy the replacement, but there's no reason to do that immediately. And I also might want something from the other shop. I mean, it will give me the higher quality gear because it is the Mimic. So why don't we take a minute? We'll finish off. There's a lot of enemies left behind, because I ran by a lot of enemies specifically. Lots of money left behind too. Careful, be very careful of that door. I don't know if I want that. I was thinking about it. Now I'm not so sure. There's some roguelite Konami seems to have taken inspiration from Dead Cells completing the circle. When do we get Dead Cells-like as a category on the Steam store page? That's what I want to know. Dude, the bow was a great upgrade. The damage is way better. There's nothing over there. Well, we did that room. Made the jump. More money. Killed our elite. 2 extra jumps in midair. Wrong stat scaling. I was really hoping to find more things, more floor runes and stuff, but haven't really found too much. So, skills. We're gonna get a +2 quality weapon if we buy from the shop. Triforce 5150, welcome. Hello. Now, if there's nothing we want, we don't have to buy anything. But if there's something we want, we should buy it. Even if it's just like a turret. Well, I don't know. Is it worth it? 8, 10, it'll go to level 10. We don't have to buy it if we just want to save up cash and buy it later. You know, when it's at level 12. 8, yeah, so it'll go up to level 10. Plus damage on poisoned, piercing, take less damage, biters, root. Imagine not getting the leg hugger. I don't want the leg hugger. Yeah, I don't really want any of these, so I know that this is a mimic, but like, I kind of just don't care about the items. I mean, actually, what bosses do we have to fight here? We have to go to Black Bridge, okay. I mean, with the Black Bridge boss, what am I really looking for? A turret? I have turrets. Reveals invisible enemies. There's not too many invisible enemies. We've already passed the floor where that's really important, the prison quarters. Oh, no, prisoner's quarters is the beginning of the game. Prison depths, excuse me. All right. Well, we're gonna get the heck out of here. And he says, how does the revealing work? Do you mean like the map revealing when we reach a certain point in the level? I think it's just when you get most of the screen, it just shows you everything at that point. Not really any trick to it. We got plenty of cash now. I don't know, maybe we want to get like a knife dance. Generates a cloud, wolf trap. Again, like, I would fight the mimic if any of the equipment was good, but I really don't think it is. So I'm just gonna sell this, since I didn't find any floor runes. We'll go up to the, oh, actually, what the heck is this? Oh, right, it's you. There was another secret room that I don't think I found, unfortunately. We'll go buy a better bow. Might as well, and then we'll get the heck out of here. Blackbridge. Does it cancel out invisibility altogether, or are the enemies initially invisible and the amulet reveals them when you get close enough? Oh yeah, you just see the enemies, they just look like a shadow. They have health bars and everything. You don't have to be close to them. How the game normally works is that if you get close to an invisible enemy, you see them anyways. This just makes that range infinite, where the enemies just are... They're slightly transparent, but still visible. I want to reroll this and try to find like a flame or a poison. That's so good. All right. Stormworm, welcome. Suddenly you're accosted by skeletons. Oh no! Skeletons from my closet, they're real. Should have used Wish to get a legendary death side. You know, I could have. All right, this is a stupid boss. My cannon wasn't even doing anything. He's just bullying this dude. This is why I like having an ammo mutation, by the way, with the Yumi's bow. And I could have done that a lot better. Instead of firing quickly, I could have fired, waited a second, it was specifically for this reason, for the ammo, fired, and then we could have just kept him stun locked forever. So we could have handled that even a little bit better than we did. That was so good. To be fair, Concierge deserves to be bullied. I'm imagining how good Yumi's bow might be against the enhanced double version of that boss, because we could just keep knocking him back forever. So I mean, look at this. Killing an enemy while invisible refreshes the duration of the effect. Will this work with the Yumi's bow? I have to try. We could have permanent invisibility for a whole floor with this damn thing. The first invisible attack. It doesn't say melee. I have to try. Legendary smoke bomb. So we throw it. We're invisible. That attack will do 220% bonus damage. I think that'll scale with our stats as well. And then in theory, that could maybe just one-shot something, will become invisible again, and we can rinse and repeat forever. This might be the best run ever. What's the biome look like? Where does it want me to go? Oh, it wants me to go to the, oh, there it is. It wants me to go to the Stilt Village. You know, I don't want to go to the Stilt Village, but we could. Here's hoping it triggers when you kill mobs with walls. It should, because we're shooting one arrow that's getting the kill. I really want to go to the Fractured Shrines, but I do that way too often. Let's go to the Stilt Flippin' Village. No bank. Whatever. By going this path, we might get like one... It doesn't work. We might get like one fewer scroll fragment by the end of the run, whatever. So if this doesn't work, I'll be very disappointed. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work at all, which is like kind of garbage, if you ask me. Really, this is like the entire reason I grabbed the item, and so if it doesn't do what it says it's gonna do, I'm gonna be, well, very disappointed. Hold on. Gotcha. Yeah, it doesn't refresh the cooldown. Maybe it doesn't work on ranged, or maybe it doesn't work with the specific weapon that we have. You know, maybe it's, because it is shooting an enemy hitting a wall, it's just not working correctly, because it's not supposed to work like this. Whoa, the poison damage is so good. Because when the poison kills an enemy, not only the poison will spread, but the mark will spread as well. No bank, but that was the bank. I don't want to go to the bank. Yeah, I guess maybe it's because they don't die until they hit the wall. I wonder if it would still do this with No Mercy. Like if we grabbed No Mercy. I gotta think about this. If we grab No Mercy, would they still die to the wall damage and not give me the cooldown, or would we get the cooldown because they're not dying to the wall damage, they're dying to No Mercy? Clock tower. Well, we don't need to worry about the keys then. Wow, that also did like very little damage. Well, I guess what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get rid of this equipment at some point, because if it doesn't give me the bonus damage, if it's not giving me the if it's not giving me the bonus damage, if it's not giving me the cooldown refresh, there's kind of no reason to have this. Like even that should have killed the grenades and given me a refund, but it's just not working. So it probably just doesn't work on ranged. I don't know. We could look it up. Let's see. Dead Cells Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb. I wonder if it's been updated. Let's see. Smoke Bomb. It was on the wrong wiki. Legendary. Increases your movement speed. All right, well, this is definitely not going to have updated information. Maybe we should test it out by having a beat it. Maybe we should test it out by having like a different ranged weapon. Like if we find a shop, maybe we should try it. How'd you get the +1 on Yumi? Connie says ammo. Chronosoid says ammo doesn't work on Yumi. Ammo does work on Yumi. It gives you 1 ammo, not double ammo. So the 3rd shot in the Yumi is definitely because of the ammo mutation. The same thing with the Hokuto's bow. Normally it is a 2-shot weapon. We've made it a 3-shot weapon. Like, the bow did like no damage. I know it didn't hit him into the wall, but it hit him into the enemy. I guess he probably blocked it, which was why he didn't get hit for much. Well. See ya. 3 brutality. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Whee! Well, that's a bit of a long drop. Man, the Yumi poison combo is very good. I do want that. I missed with my first head. So you'll die. You'll spread the mark. Like, you really just have to get 1 kill and then the mark just instantly spreads. Doesn't it say in Yumi's description that it's not affected by mark? If it did, it doesn't say that anymore. Yeah, it doesn't say that Yumi does not get affected by mark. There are weapons that say that. However, those are 1 ammo weapons, so things like the boomerang will say is not affected by mark. Boy's axe as well, it says it's not affected by mark. The legendary affix does give it additional ammo though. Oh, I missed you. All right, that's 2 scrolls. Dun 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 dun. Is this our key, or is this lore? We're in a situation where I actually need more Yumi ammo, or not Yumi ammo, more Akuto's ammo. Freaking ran out. Dun 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 dun. Great owl. That can be pretty good. Really, I want to find another skill shop, since I need to find new equipments here. Several identical messages, each more identical than the last. Citizens, anyone behaving strangely or manifesting illness must be reported to the local patrol promptly and without exception. That means everyone. Good old king, looking out for his people, doing what needs to be done. A man of honesty and integrity. When I grow up, I want to be just like the king. Oh, there's food. We don't need food. For once. Alright, there is 1 enemy I don't care about, and 2 doorways we haven't gone through. 1 with the key and 1 with the exit. Can there be things in the exit passageway? Can there be like a scroll in there or something? That's it, just 2 enemies? All right, you know. Not every room has to be a challenge, I guess. Heading all the malazed. Lies and slander, ye of little faith. Trust in our government. Trust in the system. I forget that there is a 3rd outfit, a 3rd exit here that does lead you to the Fractured Shrines alternate biome. Not alternate, but like area 2. I always forget the name of it, even though it was just on the screen. I'm not going up here to fight these enemies. I'm going up here because I'm just looking for an exit. And really, we should have gone to an earlier exit. Undying Shores, yes. You always forget the name of that place because I never die. Wait a minute. What was that first shop? Was that a skill shop? Hold on. While we're here, I think this is very important because I do need something that's not the smoke bomb. Let me go check out the shop. I forgot what this was, but if it is a skill shop, I'm in. You know, I'm looking to make a purchase. I'm looking to make a deal. It was not. Oh right, it was the alchemic carbine. We don't need this. I was thinking about the alchemic carbine. Sorry for my squeaky ass chair. Scream. I was thinking about getting the carbine because it would synergize with the Hokuto's bow, enabling us to put a mark on the enemy and then having the poison do additional damage, but because we rolled a Hokuto's bow with poison, we literally don't need it. The damage from, like, we're getting enough damage from the Hokuto's bow with the poison that we don't need to worry about activating the Hokuto's bow effect with more poison. The Yumi is still what we want, I think. Dun 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 dun. It was 111 kills on that floor. That's pretty good. Gilded Yumi 10? Dude, you know? Why not? Victims freeze nearby enemies. We do lose that, but it is just literally better. I'm sorry for going Yumi's bow again, but I love the item. I love the build. These are like two of my favorite tactics equipment here. A Hokuto's bow that enables its own synergy with a poison affix, and then a Yumi with ammo to just yeet all the enemies around. It's so good. I feel like last run was a melee run too, but I can't remember. It was a, I should have grabbed that instead of the damn smoke bomb. I gotta remember, last run was, it was survival, and then we had like weird legendaries going along with it, but I can't quite remember what it was. What'd you have? Wrecking Ball. Oh, it was Ice Shock. Ice stuff, yeah. Thank you, Pixely. It was a weird ice run. You know what? I wanted to see if my turret could kill you on its own, and it might have been able to, but it would have taken too long. Rip, not purple. Still, only 3 points? That's not too bad. I don't know how you died. I didn't even, oh, well, the mark probably spread through the wall now that I think about it. Nice armor. Especially because these enemies on this floor apparently still hit through the ice armor, the automatons. I don't know how. I never did look that up. I never did try to understand why that happened. I just kind of assumed that it's just a part of their character. You love seeing a free drumstick. Really? It didn't mark him? Apparently when you hit the bell, it removes the Hokuto's bow effect. Like, this is what I imagine people tell me that the frostbite does, but this is cranked up to 11. Like, oh, you just hit an enemy and then they die due to the frostbite. Yeah, if I hit him with the Hokuto's bow, they die to the Hokuto's bow. Then I never have to worry about him ever again. All right, skills. We need skills. Knife dance, you know, it's something. We should definitely be looking for poison damage, actually. Since Hokuto's bow is poison, we need things that do more damage to poison. So knife dance is tempting, but I want something with a little bit more range for this upcoming fight. Great owl even, honestly, like, yeah. I'll take that. Oh, if we want something with poison, definitely you just want Barnacle Trap. Maybe not a double maybe we do want a double damage barnacle trap, actually. Because we're just gonna go fight a boss after this. Double damage barnacle trap, 8,000 DPS, but that's not even considering the fact that it's gonna be critting all the time. This is good stuff there. No, this is not what I wanted. We could get some serious damage with that, I think. Double damage barnacle trap, the choice of the Chad, says disposable. This meets with disposable seal of approval? Oh my god. Most of my equipment in this game, I feel like, does not get the seal of approval. Man, thank you, Owl. I think you saved me there when you killed some of these enemies for me. Sinew Slicer. I think we could, I mean, I think it doesn't matter because we're probably gonna, maybe we should get rid of the Owl for the trap. Because if we get rid of the Owl, we can have 2 traps on a boss fight that's going to be pretty much stationary for most of it. Although with the Owl, maybe we can actually buff the Owl, rage form it, and then get more damage that way. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Finally, a better amulet. Once I got a barnacle trap with poison the enemy, says Kanye, that felt dirty. I've had that before. I don't understand why that even shows up, because in theory, you shouldn't be able to get self-synergies on non-legendaries, but I guess you can for that particular item, and it seems very cheesy, but it's also great. Oh, heavy turret. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. Constant stunning. Yes. And then we add the barnacle trap onto this thing. Oh, baby. Dude, we are going to crush Clock Boss. It's another double damage trap. It's only 2,600 though, and it doesn't stun. Dude, the more I use Yumi's bow, the more I'm impressed by it. It kills so many enemies and bosses so easily. It's bad against like 2 of the bosses, and that's it. Every other boss gets obliterated by the stupid thing. Yoink. Also, I'm loving the incentivized biomes. The incentivized biomes. We're getting a ton of cash. Ah, no ammo. That'll do it. Thank you. Extra jump? Ah, the current amulet does both. Extra jump and damage reduction. That's the one we're going with, clearly. Glass cannon items have the disposable seal of approval by default. Okay. So anything double damage is like, yep, go ahead. The long hallway there. Unfortunately, there was no easier access teleport. Just checking everything. Dude, malaise is low. Basically a fire and forget run, one-shot kills basically everything. This is the life, man. Oh God, don't never do that again. Never try to jump up the elevator shaft. Anything over here? I don't know, I can't really see anything. Random weapons. Well, maybe we can get another upgrade. Oh, the marksman's bow is so good. Yumi marksman, Yumi marksman, Yumi marksman. Honestly, I'm getting rid of the shield for it. That's how much I believe. Then again, we haven't actually used the shield for like anything. We've not taken armadillo packs, so we're not using it. We done? We are done, my friend. Let's go heal up. I guess, no, we haven't been hit at all. All right. Is this where we were? Is this where the skill was? Or was it in a side room? I can't remember. Was it here? It must have been in one of the side rooms. Where's their side shop? Down here. So here's my thinking for the fight. Start with the Hokuto's bow, then you can swap. Because I don't think you'll lose the Hokuto's bow effect by swapping to another bow, and then we can swap to the marksman's bow and then just alternate. Barnacle Trap does a ton of damage, but the owl does a lot of damage too. Plus damage on a bleeding target. I'd love to have plus damage on a poison target. We could do that with the owl, probably. Let me look at this. Marksman's bow. We could probably get plus damage on a poison target on this too. Got a ton of ammo, my lord. You know, I kind of like what we have. I really want to get rid of the owl. Barnacle Trap. I mean, we poison so easily. The damage from this is so easy to enable. All right. Goodbye, owl. Spending a lot of money on this, but I think it's worth it. Then go. Where is it? It's up here. Then we'll leave. We can pretty much just alternate at will here. And if that doesn't kill the boss before it starts its phase 2, I don't know what will. That's pretty good damage we can put out. Oh, I'm excited. Frantic Sword, nah. Sinew Slicer, nah. Serenade, nah. We could even fire 3 of those, but it's completely unnecessary. So we want damage on poison, on everything. Burning oil, we don't get burning oil. Plus 50% damage at max health. We are at max health. Poison's the enemy. Well, I mean, it'll help keep the poison damage going, I guess. Yeah, okay. Then how about this? How about this? What would we like to see? Kill rhythm's tempting, but 17%'s not that much. Tranquility, I think, is what we're looking for, but we're already gonna have the value of support, so we probably don't need tranquility too. So I think we just go. I'm sorry. So you start in phase 2. Wait for that to impact, then swap, then put these out there. Then we get to phase 2. Oh my god, the trap. Oh, I tried. You know what I think it is? I think the trap screwed me. I mean, the trap definitely caused me to get hit, but I think it also meant that the boss didn't do its normal number of attacks before it entered phase 2. I think we shouldn't have taken it. It was a good try, it was a good try. Where are we going now? I don't want to go to the freaking distillery. Definitely reroll this damn thing now, though. There you go. Yeah, because because it stuns, and because we stun with the Yumi shot, didn't break the door. That one does. Because the Yumi also stuns, we stunned the boss so repeatedly that it entered phase 2 quickly, and then immediately on phase 2, they were gonna throw the shurikens, stopped, and then did the dash when I had used my dodge roll because I was trying to dodge the first shuriken, then I was gonna jump and dodge the remaining shurikens, but it didn't work. Just bad timing, and I wasn't fast enough to react to what happened, but that's fine. Try again, get those flawlesses on a later run. I just like the reason why I like getting the flawlesses, of course, because you take no damage, but then I like getting the equipment. I like getting the legendary equipment, which is fun and interesting and the most exciting part of this game. Oh, we're not going that way. Trying. Oh, Jesus. God damn it. I hate these things. Well, we should definitely heal up. At least those enemies don't attack, you know? I hate these jerks. What do you have? +3 tactics? Oh my god, it's actually like pretty good. No more bombs. No more damn traps. Why do I come to this freaking biome? I don't like this place. Nobody likes this place. It's like, Delirium's floor in Binding of Isaac. No one likes it. People just feel incentivized to do it because it's something new or it's something different in the game, something additional. It's a challenge and people are gonna want it, they're gonna beg for it. People like pain and suffering. I die down here though. I'm never gonna come down here ever again. I think I've already said that before. Okay, there's the bomb. These bombs just have way too much of a freaking AoE. Oh, I kind of wanted the money actually. Okay. God. Okay. Is that a secret? No, that's just the... Above all of the creators of the explosives, there's a little patch of grass. Indicates a secret passage, but there's not one there. It's very strange. Alright, we're already at spawning. People do Delirium because at that point you're so OP, his BS is meaningless. You're never that OP in Dead Cells. I heard a long time ago that there was like one of the developers of Repentance, who was an Anti-Birth developer, was like, we want to redo Delirium, and we hope that we can get Edmund McMillan behind our project. And people were like, yo, they're redoing Delirium, but they never actually said that. They said it would be a nice thing to do. And so it kind of gave people's hopes up. People were like, oh, yay, a new Delirium, but then they didn't actually do a new Delirium. I still hope they sometimes do, at some point do, because that would be nice. I hate you. You stole my gold. I'm not gonna get the gold. There's an elite down there. Oh, that is not a passage. All right, you know, that works. Mud, welcome. How you doing today? You're dead. You're another lore room. I don't want to do a lore room. I should really turn them off. I think we've picked up all of the appropriate lore from the Castlevania DLC is what I was gonna say, and I finally found the words for it. I think we found the lore for that. I don't think we need to turn those on anymore. Playing this without the masochist mutation is pretty ballsy. I always forget what that one is. It reduces the damage you can take from traps to a certain amount, right? Admittedly, it's pretty good, especially for this. I'm gonna be honest though, because I never take it normally, I never remember that it even exists. That's really, oh, freaking hell. All right, we're gonna take another healing flask. Well, that was a 2 healing flask mistake right there. Hitting that little spike, because I missed my platform. Oh, Jesus. It says, man, I forgot this map existed. I wish I forgot this map existed, but I can't, because I have to freaking play it. Yeah, I always forget about the masochist mutation, which is actually pretty good. We don't need that. What do we get rid of? I guess we're gonna keep Hokuto. We can get rid of the Yumi. You say you like pain, you interest in Darkest Dungeon 2? Oh yeah, absolutely. Pricklepuss, good evening. I'm gonna play the crap out of that, hopefully. We gotta be very careful now. I can't really afford to lose another flask. Okay. You're gonna die, you're gonna spread it. Didn't spread it as much as I would like. Looking to make sure that we're not missing out on a scroll. They tend to hide scrolls in these levels. Okay, it's a shop. I love how whenever you say my name, you get a good chuckle. What am I supposed to get? They released the new Darkest Dungeon 2 trailer a couple of hours ago. I've not seen it yet. I might check it out though. I imagine they're not going to toss spoilers into it, but I imagine it's like a new intro. Welcome to the new Darkest Dungeon, but in, you know, Wayne June's voice instead of mine. Also, use your damn traps more. I always forget about the traps. Turrets, whatever. Ah! Didn't see that. Okay. Bring. Alright. It's good damage from the trap, though, you gotta admit. I want in there. I want in, and I want in now. Excuse me. I feel like we're about ready to have a barrel segment. Because we haven't had one in a while, you know what I mean? No, you do a lot of damage. Everything in this game does a lot of damage at this point, though. Okay. Ooh. 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 All right, that was pretty good. It almost makes me a believer. I really don't want to use the barrel launcher, though. Oh, there's our barrel section. Because I know it's just going to fire the barrel back at me. If I hit an enemy and it fires it back, I'm gonna be very sad. Help. Dude, honestly, we're at Malaise 2. Let's go to Malaise 3. No barrels? No barrels? There's gonna be barrels. So, yeah, I was gonna say, it's a freaking barrel hallway. I find it hard to believe that there's not gonna be more barrels. Yeah, there we go. Hey. Get out of here. Okay. Woo! Well, you know that works. Okay. Okay. Climb. Just climb whenever possible. Climb and GTFO. Oh my god, okay. I hate this damn level so much. I just want out. This is what I get for believing in the game, you know? Believing in the incentivized biomes. They always have a a barrel launcher right here. Wait for it. Don't kill me. Oh! I lived. They didn't kill me. They could have. Okay. We hit 60. That's a surprise. I knew that was coming. You are not teleporting to me, though, which is good for me. Excuse me? You're another barrel guy? You're another barrel guy? You need the barrel launcher to get through here. Haha, throne room. Not quite done yet, though. Actually, we could be done. If we want to leave, we could leave. There's nothing else for us. Incentivized biome does not show us a boss path. So where are we gonna go? Get out of here. Go servants. We could go throne boss, and those are our only choices. I kind of like the idea of lighthouse because we just immediately get to fight the bosses, and then we can not have to worry about going through a whole nother floor with only one flask and then fighting an extremely difficult boss. We could do, yeet strats. Oh, wrong weapon. We could go yeet strats, We have our bow. Should be pretty straightforward, actually, considering our loadout. Is there any food? No, we ate it. I was hoping to get that 1% HP back. Can't wait to see the last two bosses, but if it's like Darkest Dungeon 1, there's a lot of DLC and updating, so maybe more bosses in the future. I mean, I saw a little bit of gameplay footage from its early access, so I understand a little bit about how the game looks, and it looks good. And I will jump into Darkest Dungeon 2 next week, coming in from with a fresh perspective. There's another one. There's not another one. I don't think we're done with melees, but I think we could just leave. Yeah. Let's do it. I think I'm gonna change my build though. I think we should take Armadillo Pack for Hokuto's bow, because then we can just completely roll Marksman's Bow Yumi. Because I'm only firing this once to activate the mark anyways. So if we take, where is it? Acrobata Pack, then it'll fire automatically. We can still go disengagement. We probably don't need ammo now if we're gonna be using a lot of Marksman's Bow, but ammo is still pretty good. It might be worth going Gastronomy so we can stay on full health and get extra damage. But we could also go with Support for damage next to turrets, and Tranquility for damage when there's no enemies around us. We could also go Point Blank, of course. Oh, I did just get melees clear at the end there. Also gonna pour myself a little bit of additional hot coffee, because this one is getting a little cool. Oh, that's hot. Supports 52% damage when you're next to a deployed skill. I believe that does work on the ceiling turret as well. I think we'll roll this. So in theory, that's both. So we want to do this to get the mark out there. And then we can just start doing this. So the Yumi is faster than the Hokuto's bow shot, but the Marksman's bow is the same speed. So we should always open up with the X, which is a little wonky, but definitely what we should do. Yeah, this seems okay. Anything that we want to reroll? Actually, yes. We want more damage on poisoned target fixes. Why don't we try... maybe roll a turret. We didn't get it. Roll Marksman's Bow again. Shots Pierce is really nice. Well, we're not getting anywhere. And that's fine, you know, let's save 8,000 gold just for the hell of it. Okay. Alright. So I want to not fight you here. I want to fight you up a level. But I'll shoot once. Get the mark. Oh, really? I mean, that's exactly what I wanted as far as damage goes. But I did take one hit. I thought I was going to be able to roll fast enough, but I wasn't quite fast enough. That's fine though. That's the tutorial for how this climb is going to work. Theoretically, very well. very, like, it's pretty good. All right, where are you? I see you right there. Well, that didn't work. That also didn't work. Oh, but the fire's coming up. Ow! Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna heal up, honestly. That was that was not played well. You should be gone. You're not quite gone? You should be gone. Are they gone? I don't know. They kind of like just disappeared off the bottom of the map. Oh, hello. I got her. I did fall and take a little fire damage, but I got her. All right, we need the HP. Okay, so you disappear immediately. We'll probably do one of these. Ow. That hurt way more than I thought. You know, I think I'm not using the marksman's bow really at all. We should probably just keep Hokuto's bow so we can fire it faster. Like, get the mark out and then we can maneuver, because I think the marksman's bow, it's a little slower, not by much, but like, just keep the marksman's bow there for massive damage. I really want the yeet effect more than anything else, it feels. Only's troll. Thank you for the resub. Hello there to you. Also, let's climb. Oh my god. Well, I'm out of heals, so this is very awkward, because now I'm one hit away from death. Okay, I think they're all dead. Holy crap, that's scary though. Oh, we're going up. Whew. This is not my best performance on a lighthouse climb, that's for certain. Okay, get a little, oh, let's go. 50% malaise reduction. What's a stupid distillery? Yeah, I wish I had like 3 more healing flasks. I'm surprised I'm not dead. Holy crap. Jesus. We're gonna have some attackers in a second. Ammo stuck in this enemy. Oh, no. I don't know what she's doing. Okay, Jesus. Oh, we're gonna live. We're gonna win. God. This is not my best performance on this fight. Absolutely not. I think I'm getting way too fiddly with it. Just use the Yumi's bow. It's the whole, like, for the first half of the game, that's what I was using, and now I'm just like, oh, I want to use Hokuto's bow, get the mark. No, shoot him. Kick him away and then run. Okay. We're gonna win, we're gonna be fine. What are you? You're the weapon reroller. I want the mutation reroller. We gotta swap some things out. So, reset. We're gonna take... Can we take dead inside? I don't know if we can take dead inside. What we can do, though, is we can go ammo. We can go tranquility, and we can go support. No, we still need acrobat pack, and then I think we will go think we'll go Tranquility on this one. And then we do want to swap these out. So we are rolling it like this. My marksman's bow does have half ammo. I wonder if I get that ammo back at some point. Yeah, this is what we want. In fact, maybe we just want this, because that should be our primary attack. This is for, like, damage. Okay. Oh, all right. I don't know if we can take dead inside, so I'm not going to, but in theory we could? I don't know, does it count as healing? What about YOLO? Well, we can't take it. It's weird, you have to take YOLO at the very beginning of the game, otherwise you literally can't take it. All right, hopefully this will be fine though. Are you gonna throw my projectiles back at me? No. Oh, you did fire off a tornado though. Okay, you're at half health. The turret's like, I got her, boss. Don't worry about me. Oh. Got her. All right. I almost screwed it up because I wasn't paying attention to her health bar at all, but man, I feel like lately I've been doing this every queen fight. Because every queen fight, whenever I'm trying BS strategies like Yumi's bow, I always get it here with no health remaining. Ugh. Oh well. Good fight, good run, fun run. Incentivized biomes. I kind of hate it, but it is a good way of forcing me to go through to other biome locations, even though I really should not have gone to the distillery. Or, you know, maybe I should really do the thing that it's always recommended and take the mutation that means you only take like 5% of your health due to a trap, or maybe it's like 15, because those barrels hurt. They hurt hard. Anyways, good run. Halky the Best says, hello, found you through your Downfall. Watched some Subnautica, came to say hi. Well, hello. I'm having a good time with Downfall. Haven't been playing a lot of it, but Downfall is, it's long. 8 characters, 20 Ascension levels, and Slay the Spire Downfall. Yeah, that's gonna take a long time. Wait, does she always revive you? She revives you at half health or higher. If you get her down to half health, she will no longer revive you. So, if you enter that fight and you're low, just let her kill you, get the full heal. She hurts herself, and then, you know, follow the fight through to its logical conclusion. That's why I didn't take disengagement there, because I was on low health. I could take disengagement, or I could just let her kill me. Bricklepuss says, the first Subnautica is so amazing. I was a big fan of Subnautica 1, more so than Subnautica 2. But personal preference there, I think. Anyways, good run. We had 5,000 HP at the end of that run. I had no bonus, well, no, I had 1 bonus scroll over the over the course of the entire run. That's a little low, but Yumi's bow, Hokuto's bow is a good combination. I didn't perform adequately on the boss fights. On the first fight, I mean, we could see the power of it. We absolutely obliterated the incomplete one. Took 1 hit on the clock boss due to the fact that we had a turret that stunned. Sometimes that stun works to your favor, like it cancels her dash attack and then she does the hook shot, which is slower, but this time it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. But fun regardless, and of course on the distillery we used 2 of our heals, and then on the lighthouse I got hit a whole bunch, but that's okay. Bad positioning, I think, is what I would boil those hits up to on those fights. bad positioning and just bad engagements. But it was fun regardless, and for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.